This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. And I gotta give a shout out to my main man, Carlos Rangel, for the song request Danny Brown Live for. This is from about a month ago. He's not a premium member, but I'm finally getting to those individuals who have sent me song requests who are not members. So shout out to him. He is a subscriber, I think, though. So thanks for the song request, Carlos Rangel. What's good, people? Hope everyone's doing well out there, and welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be looking at Dogecoin and how low can it go. I was talking to someone yesterday about Dogecoin. They were asking, should I keep it? Should I buy more? Should I sell it? Honestly, after looking at the charts, it's at a very critical point, and I'm going to explain that in today's episode. So we're going to take a look at the technicals on Dogecoin today and where I think, or if I think you should be even buying this token at this point. I think we may go lower, but we'll get into the details later. And remember, I just talked about this yesterday or the day before yesterday. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I said that governments and agencies around the world were going to start clamping down on cryptos from a more regulatory standpoint. And this is one. Gary Gensler, who is the SEC chairman, said that he wants to look at and tackle the issue of front running on cryptocurrency exchanges. What does this mean for us? I'll give you my two Satoshis on that here in a second. This is out of Decrypt Media, but I'm telling you guys, things are going to start changing. These exchanges here in the United States are going to become even more regulated, not just from a KYC AML perspective, but more actual trading, regulatory, FINRA, SEC, that side of things. I think is coming, and it will affect the efficiencies of the markets. But thank God there are DEXs out there, decentralized exchanges that you can always use. That's the one thing they can't do with cryptos. They can't pigeonhole everyone onto regulated exchanges unless they don't allow you to move your coins off of their exchanges, which it may even get to that point. Who knows? I'm just telling you the truth. Wouldn't be surprised. And then lastly, Ripple going public. The CEO says very soon. I never doubted that Ripple Inc. would never go public. My thing is, this does nothing for the token holders. Ripple Inc. is a private company that was funded by many popular VCs, some of the same VCs that funded Coinbase. So of course, that is the ultimate goal when you're looking to invest in a company, is to either sell it off, right, in an acquisition and make money that way, or go public, which is the ultimate dream of a VC. So yes, I think Ripple will go public, but it won't actually do any benefit to XRP, the token, in my opinion. It actually may make the token go lower, because then there's an actual liquidity event that will separate Ripple from the XRP token in the eyes of the market. So we'll take a look at this article and what the CEO says about very soon. What does that mean? All that coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And what do you know? Look at God. Look at this chart. Bitcoin is trending still higher. I can now at this point begin to draw trend lines upward in this fashion. Actually, I could have done the first one right here, then drawn another outer one right here. And I'm going to change these colors really quickly. So I still think we're heading towards $42,000 Bitcoin and possibly $47,000 Bitcoin at the outer levels if we were to reach that far up. But ultimately, I think we're heading lower. This is just if you want to call it a pause in this massive sell-off we saw start all the way back on May 11th. Bitcoin still behaving as Crypto Blood assumed it would. And if we take a look at the heat map today, I just got to pause right here. I'm going to skip over Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all that. Guess where I'm going to zoom in on DPoS tokens. Look at EOS up 21% today. Okay. And look at Telos. It is up 221% today alone. You guys know I've been telling you to buy Telos at 2 cents, sub 2 cents, 3 cents. You should be very happy right now if you listen to Crypto Blood and bought you some Telos. It's not over yet. I'm telling you guys, this thing is going multiple dollars. Telos just launched on KuCoin, so it's available now trading over there, the ERC20 version of it. So because activity wise is a fundamental reason I look into purchasing a coin long term anyway. And of course, Telos has been toggling back and forth between Wax as #1 active chain in the game, in cryptos, period. Okay, Telos is #1 back at the top again. Wax is #2. I own Wax. I own a lot of Telos. I own a lot of HBAR. I own a lot of EOS. Do you get the commonality here? Yes, these are the top active blockchains in the game. That's why I bought Telos, and their governance model that they're working on has a lot of promise. I put it to you that way. Up 1900% this year. I think this coin is heading to $3-4 easily by the end of this year. I'm not trying to shield this joint. I'm just letting you guys know how Crypto Blood is thinking about this token. But back to the heat map. EOS doing very well today. Told a friend of mine to buy EOS last night at like $5 and some change, $6, and they should be happy with that. Back to Bitcoin, it's up 2.7% today, trading at $39,727. Ethereum is up 2.7% as well. It is trading at $2,817. Overall, pretty green day for most of these coins. The alts are doing pretty well today. Dogecoin, unfortunately, is down 1.7%, trading at 33 cents. And again, I'm going to go over this coin in this episode and give you a technical breakdown. I typically don't do this for any other coin but Bitcoin, but I think it's important because so many people are into this darn coin because and only because of Elon Musk. We'll take a look at that, but first let's take a look at what's going on with Ripple. Ripple CEO says IPO very soon. So Ripple's plans of following Coinbase's footsteps may have been hindered by an obstacle. Of course, we know what was going on with XRP, the SEC lawsuit. Well, apart from the obvious effect it had on the XRP price, it did, however, result in an increase in interest in Ripple, the company. The same can be observed on Google Trends charts. But even as the lawsuits progress, the aim of an IPO launch still remains. Speaking at Consensus 2021's conference, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse had this to say about going public. He said the likelihood that Ripple is a public company is very high at some point, but being in the middle of an SEC lawsuit is a significant hurdle. He further goes on to say that it's easier to do that after you have closure and clarity and that regulatory certainty we have been seeking for so long. Yeah, and another analyst also hinted about this 4 weeks ago, saying that after the current lawsuit, Ripple will go public. He says Chris wants the company to move in the same direction. I mean, I think after the lawsuit, I agree. The company will go public after this SEC lawsuit is all said and done. XRP, the token, unfortunately, in my opinion, it may still trade. It's not going to go to zero. None of these coins go to zero, technically. I just feel like it's going to bleed out a slow death over the next 5 years. As more and more people come to the realization that many of us who don't like Ripple, or I should say XRP, have already known for years the token won't be used in any real form or fashion. These central banks will not need to use the token. They may use Ripple's technology, but they will not be using XRP, the token. That's what the people have to realize. And so I think over time it will bleed out slowly and become less and less relevant. It's not going to go to zero. It's just too much money soaked up into that ecosystem, into that coin right now. The SEC lawsuit did take a big hit for them as far as being delisted from so many different exchanges. Speaking of the SEC, the chairman Gary Gensler took aim at the practice of front running in cryptocurrency exchanges during a House of Representatives hearing. U.S. SEC Chair Gary Gensler wants to see more oversight of cryptocurrency exchanges. He was speaking at a hearing on the Financial Services and General Government Subcommittee of the House of Representatives. That's a long title right there. Gensler said that the SEC is trying to bring similar protections for consumers on cryptocurrency exchanges to those seen at the New York Stock Exchange or even NASDAQ. So without a cop on the beat and some rules of the road, then market participants can front run your orders, he said. In crypto, front running involves gaining knowledge of pending transactions which are publicly available on blockchains and getting a transaction in ahead of its competition, completing that bid at a higher gas price. Well, front running goes on in stock markets already. they haven't seemed to be able to stop that, and that is a closed circuit environment. This is crazy. Gensler also said that the crypto space is expanding rapidly. Among other crypto related challenges facing the SEC, Gensler pointed to crypto lending platforms and decentralized finance, which raise a number of challenges for investors and the SEC staff trying to protect them. So there's no number of challenges for investors. There's just number of challenges for the SEC, pretty much, right? They just want to be able to control what's going on, oversee it, and basically rig the market in a way that they benefit first. So just know this type of stuff is coming to all the cryptocurrency exchanges in the United States. And what does that look like? Who really knows? But ultimately, what it does do, in my opinion, is slow down the efficiencies of blockchains and cryptocurrencies with all these additional regulatory requirements that these exchanges will have to go through. And ultimately, those requirements and those regulations are costly. So guess what? That stuff is passed down to you, the end user, adding more costs to each transaction that you make on those exchanges. It is what it is. I mean, I'm just letting you guys know this is the trend. This is the direction we're going, and get prepared for it. Thank God there are still DEXs out there. That's going to be the game changer. Next and last, Dogecoin price slips another 4.5%. And so this out of Coin Journal, it says Doge has failed to clear above 35 cents after what looked like a sure rebound dimmed amid increased selling during early trading in Europe. Dogecoin price has been fluctuating around 32 cents and 34 cents. The meme coin is trading 4.5% down today. The volume also slipping as bulls fail to contain the bears. If prices dip below 34, the next major support level will be 32 cents and then 30 cents, with sellers likely to target the supply zone between 28 cents and 22 cents. For me, I think that this area right here, I'm zooming in on it, this area at 42 cents was a critical area for us. You see over here, after all the way getting to 69 cents and coming down that first or that last crash, we bounced off of that 42 cents area. That was a good sign. However, the bulls couldn't sustain that rally, and the bears took back over and broke us back below 42 cents. So at this point, I think 42 cents is now a area of resistance. We need to get back above there. It's not looking good though. I think we may head lower, and ultimately 21 cents is, or 20 cents I should say, is a critical area. If we can't hold 20 cents, ladies and gents, we're going back to 11 cents. That's my take on it. I think we might do it. I think we're going to at least test 20 cents. And if we can't hold 20 cents, we're heading all the way back to 11 cent Dogecoin. Woo, I hope you guys took some of that profit. That's all I got to say. Let me know your comments and suggestions on this Dogecoin trade. Do you think we're heading lower? You think we're going higher? Also, let me know about Ripple and them going public. Is that something that is a realistic scenario for them? Again, shout out to my man Carlos Rangel for the song request Danny Brown live for. It's your boy Crypto Blood. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla!